I'll take you on a gentle journey through time and dreams, a whispered story to calm your mind, slow your breath, and carry you into deep rest. So, lay back, close your eyes, and let the whispers begin. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and listen. Imagine the sound of footsteps, soft as falling rain. They echo, not in your room, not in your world, but in your mind. A quiet figure appears in the dim light. He does not enter through the door nor the window. He simply arrives. The traveller. His cloak is long and dark, woven from shadows and starlight. At his side hangs a small silver watch, is ticking calm and steady, like the heartbeat of the universe. In his hand, he holds a lantern, but it carries no flame. Instead, it glows with something softer, something stranger. It is the light of time itself, golden and endless. He does not startle you. He does not speak loudly. Instead, he leans close and whispers, "I am not a traveller of roads, nor rivers, nor skies. I walk only through time. I wander where no footsteps remain, and where none will ever fall again. Every moment that has been, and every moment yet to come. They are doorways. Tonight, I will open them for you. The air around you shivers, the lantern brightens, and before you, in the quiet of your room, a doorway forms. It is not wood, it is not stone, it is woven of memories. Within its frame, you glimpse flashes, fires, rivers, towers, shadows, faces, all of history folded into a single sheet of light. The traveller holds out his hand. It is warm, steady, the hand of someone who has lived 1,000 lives. When you take it, you feel safe. He smiles faintly, though his eyes are older than stars. "Do not fear," he whispers. "Time is not a trap. It is a story, and tonight you will walk its pages." The door opens soundlessly. A hush sweeps through the air, as if even the world itself is holding its breath. Together, you step forward. The walls dissolve. The ceiling fades. The sound of rain outside your window melts away. Only the watch remains, ticking softly, guiding you forward. And then, light. You stand on the banks of a wide river. The air smells of stone and water, damp earth and smoke. The sky above is painted in colours your world has forgotten. Violet and amber, deep gold and faint green, as though dawn itself is still learning how to rise. The traveller whispers, "This is the first morning of humankind." Here, long before memory, the world was silent. No cities, no roads, only rivers, fire, and hope. Before you, a small flame flickers. Around it sit the first people, wrapped in skins, their eyes wide with wonder. They whisper to each other, their voices low and uncertain, like children learning to speak. The fire is weak, but it is theirs. It is their shield against darkness, their promise of warmth, their first story. The traveller kneels beside the flame. "Here is where it began," he whispers, "not with war, not with crowns, not with stone, but with light. This fire is the root of every candle, every lamp, every dream that ever warmed the world." Sparks drift upward, carried by the breeze. As they rise, you see them transform into stars. One by one, they vanish into the sky, until the heavens glitter with echoes of this fragile flame. The people laugh quietly. They sing in voices soft as rain. Their language is lost, yet somehow you understand. They are not afraid anymore. The dark has been broken. The night has been named. The traveller stands, lifts his lantern, and the fire grows brighter. The light bends, reshaping itself into another doorway. He turns to you, his whisper calm, patient. Every age begins with light. Every story begins with fire. But fire does not last. Let us walk onward, for the tale a vast hall. It is not built of stone. It is not carved of wood. Instead, the walls shimmer as though woven from memory itself. Threads of light bending and twisting, forming endless shelves. Upon them rest books, scrolls, crystals, objects that hum faintly with hidden voices. This, the traveller whispers, is the library between ages. No kingdom claimed it. No map marks it. It exists only in the folds of time. Every story ever told, every dream forgotten, every thought whispered and lost, finds its way here. You breathe deeply. The air smells of parchment and rain. In the distance, you hear quiet rustling, like thousands of pages turning at once. The sound is not hurried, not loud. It is steady, calm, as though the universe itself is reading. The traveller guides you down a narrow aisle. His lantern touches the spines of the books, and with each touch, words appear. Languages you do not know, yet somehow understand. You glimpse fragments, a song of the desert winds, a prayer whispered beneath oceans, a lullaby sung by someone who has not yet been born. He pauses before a crystal sphere. Inside, light swirls slowly, like clouds moving across the sky. This, he whispers, is not a story of what was. It is a story of what might have been. You peer closer. Within the sphere, you see a city rising from silver rivers, towers glimmering like moonlight, bridges shaped like wings. The people within move calmly, speaking a language that sounds like music. They smile, they build, they vanish. An age that never came to be, the traveller says softly. A world that was only a possibility. And yet here, it lives, quietly, forever. You move on. The shelves stretch endlessly. Some are filled with blank pages, waiting. Others are so ancient that dust turns to light at your touch. In one corner, a child's drawing rests in a frame, glowing faintly. A sun, a tree, a smiling figure. The traveller bows his head. Even this belongs here. Every mark made, every dream carried, finds its way into the library. Nothing is truly lost. You pause. Listen. For a moment you hear voices whispering from the shelves. They do not frighten you. They are gentle, curious, echoes of storytellers long gone. You cannot make out their words, but you feel their intent. Welcome, wanderer. The traveller stops before a door at the far end. Unlike the shelves, it is plain wood, old and unremarkable. He touches it lightly. The lantern dims. Behind this door lies the room of silent books. He whispers. Stories that can never be spoken aloud. They are too heavy, too bright, too infinite. But tonight, you may listen. The door creaks open. Within is a small chamber, lit only by a single candle. Around it a circle of books rests, unopened. Their covers pulse faintly, like the breathing of something alive. The traveller sits. You sit beside him. He does not touch the books. Instead he closes his eyes. And slowly, without sound, the stories begin to pour into the air. You hear them not with your ears, but with your mind. A mother holding her child under the first stars. A sailor watching the horizon, never to return. A painter mixing colours that do not exist in your world. A whisper from the far future, saying, "We are here, we are waiting." Tears touch your eyes, though you do not know why. The stories are soft, endless, gentle. They do not demand, they simply exist, drifting like feathers. The candle flickers. The traveller opens his eyes. He whispers, "This library is not mine. It belongs to all who have ever dreamed. Tonight it welcomed you, and now it is time to continue." The lantern brightens, the shelves fade, the pages close themselves. The last sound you hear is the faint turning of a single page, as though though the universe has bookmarked this night for you. Once more, a doorway of light forms. The traveller stands steady and calm. Come, he whispers, there are futures yet to see, and they are waiting for us. The lantern glows faintly in the traveller's hand as the library fades into silence. The shelves dissolve into mist, the voices of forgotten stories whispering a final farewell. You walk forward, and the air shifts. It feels lighter, warmer, as if the future itself is breathing gently around you. The traveller speaks softly, his whisper close to your ear. Time is not a straight path. It is a garden of many branches. Every choice creates new blossoms, new worlds. Tonight you will see futures that may one day exist, or perhaps never will. Do not fear them. They are only dreams. The darkness clears, and you find yourself standing on a wide hill beneath a sky alive with colours. Silver rivers curl through the air, floating like ribbons, carrying glowing fish that dart and shimmer. Trees grow tall from crystal roots, their leaves translucent, glowing with the light of hidden suns. The ground beneath you hums faintly, as though the world itself has a heartbeat. This is one possible future, the traveller whispers. A world where humankind learned patience. A world where balance replaced struggle. You walk slowly beside him. The grass beneath your feet sparkles faintly, like fallen starlight. In the distance, you see a village built into the crystal towers. People move calmly, speaking in voices that sound like wind chimes. Their laughter drifts on the air, soft and soothing. Children run barefoot across the glowing fields, chasing shapes of light that float like gentle fireflies. You pause by a pond. Its surface is still, yet when you look closer, you see countless tiny visions shimmering beneath the water. Worlds that almost existed. Civilizations that rose only in possibility. A city built upon clouds. An ocean of glass. A desert filled with towers that bend like reeds. They flicker in and out of view, as though the pond remembers futures the world forgot. Every step we take creates branches, the traveller whispers. Every word spoken, every silence held, every kindness, every sorrow. They ripple forward, they may vanish, or they may grow into entire worlds. This pond holds their reflections. The sky above shifts again. Stars bloom one by one, but unlike the stars you know, these drift slowly across the sky, rearranging themselves into shapes. Circles, spirals, gentle waves. The traveller tilts his head, watching them with calm eyes. The stars themselves are stories. They write futures across the heavens, waiting for eyes to see them. You breathe deeply. The air is cool and sweet, carrying scents you cannot name. For a moment you feel weightless, as though you belong to this strange and gentle future. The traveller kneels beside a glowing tree, resting his hand on its bark. It pulses faintly, each beat echoing like a heartbeat through your chest. This world is not certain, he whispers. Perhaps it will never exist. But in time's garden, even the smallest seed may bloom. Remember, futures are fragile, and yet they are infinite. The colours of the sky begin to fade, blending softly into deep blue. The laughter of children, the hum of rivers, the glow of the trees, all dissolve into mist. The traveller rises, lantern glowing brighter. He extends his hand to you once more. There is one final journey, he whispers, beyond time itself. There you will rest. You take his hand. The future fades into silver mist. The ground vanishes. The stars fold inward. lantern glows faintly beside you, its light steady, its warmth comforting. This, he whispers, is beyond time. No yesterday, no tomorrow, only stillness, only now. You close your eyes and breathe slowly, in and out. Each breath feels like a wave in an infinite ocean. You feel no ground, no sky, no walls, only calm, as though you're held gently in the hands of the universe. All around you, faint stars drift. Some burn bright, others fade softly, frozen mid-shine. They do not move, they do not rush, they simply are. Each one hums faintly, a vibration too soft for ears, but felt within your chest. It is not music, yet it soothes you more deeply than any song. The traveller sets his lantern down. It rests on nothing, yet glows steadily, forming a circle of warmth in the vastness. He kneels and closes his eyes. His voice, when it comes, is quieter than rain. You have seen beginnings. You have walked among forgotten stories. You have touched futures. Now you are beyond all of it. Here, there is nothing to fear. Here, you are safe. Images drift across your mind, soft as dreams. You see again the first fire of humanity, sparks rising to become stars. You hear the rustle of pages in the endless library, voices of stories long gone. You glimpse the crystal towers and silver rivers of futures not yet born. They pass like clouds across a night sky, slow, silent, comforting. The traveller whispers, everything you have seen is part of the same story. Every beginning, every ending, every silence. And you're a page in that story, as vital as any flame, any star, any word. A faint door begins to glow in the distance. Soft light spills from its frame, golden and welcoming. The traveller lifts his lantern, smiles gently, and turns to you. It is time to return, he whispers, but remember, what you have seen tonight will remain with you. You carry it now. As part of your own story, you walk together toward the door. With each step, the silence grows warmer, gentler, like a lullaby without sound. When you reach the doorway, you feel a breeze, familiar, grounding. The scent of rain drifts to your nose. The hum of the infinite softens into the quiet tapping of drops against glass. The traveller bows slightly, his cloak shimmering like fading starlight. Sleep now, he whispers, dream freely, and know that the universe, in all its vastness, is whispering with you. You step through the door. The silence fades. You are back in your room. The rain falls softly against your window. The bed beneath you feels warm, steady, safe. You close your eyes, breathing slowly, in and out. The traveller is gone. The lantern is gone, but the calm remains. And as you drift into sleep, you realise, tonight you did not just listen to a story. You became part of it. The rain continues. The night deepens. The universe holds you gently. Sleep. Shh. Thank you for travelling with me tonight. If my whispers brought you calm, peace, or dreams, subscribe to Brain Bites for more gentle journeys. Now, close your eyes, breathe slowly, and drift into sleep.